Hello, hi everybody. This is lecture number 21 in the cybersecurity for beginners course. In this lecture, we're going to talk about the digital certificates and HTTPS, which is Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure. The digital certificate is a cryptographic credential used to prove this identity of an entity and establish secure and encrypted communication over the internet. The digital certificates help ensure trust and integrity in communication, especially when the sensitive data is being exchanged online. So the digital certificates is a part of public key infrastructure, PKI, which uses both public and private keys to secure communications. A digital certificate serves as a binding between the public key and the identity of the individual or organization or device. These are the key components of a digital certificate. First one, the public key, means that it is used to encrypt data which can only be decrypted by the corresponding private key. It's the part of the key pair that is shared publicly. Second one, the certificate holder information. This includes the name, address, and organization details of the certificate holder. The third one, the issuer information, the certificate authority that issued the certificate, including its name and contract details. The fourth one, the validity period, how much is valid, the start and the expiration dates that indicate the certificate validity. Then the signature algorithm, the algorithm used in the issuing the digital certificate, right? To sign the certificate, ensuring its authenticity. The sixth one, the certificate authority signature, the signature of the CA certificate authority that validate the certificate's authenticity. So on the right hand side, showing the public key, as I mentioned, the subject, the issuer, the extension or the date, the duration, and the serial number or the what we call the certificate signature. How the certificate works? So when we connect to the secured website, which is Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure, the browser checks the digital certificate presented by the server, and here's how they process here. When the user visits the website, the secured website, enabled website, the website server sends its digital certificate to the user's browser. And we notice that, or maybe people notice that all the time we get a message or error message that the digital certificate expired or not valid and so on. Then the browser checks the certificate against the list of trusted certificate authorities stored in the browser. If the certificate is valid and issued by trusted certificate authority, the browser continues to process. So this is why we get the error here. Sometimes the certificate expired. The browser uses the service public key, which is the part of the digital certificate, to encrypt the symmetric session key for communication. This ensures that only the server, which means the holder of the corresponding private key, can decrypt the data or reconstruct the data back. After the key exchange, the session key is used to encrypt all further communication between the user's browser and the server using the symmetric encryption, which is the faster and more efficient. If the certificate is valid and properly signed by the trusted certificate authority, a secure website HTTPS connection is established and it will open the link, and the browser will allow the padlock icon next to the URL indicating the secure communication or connection. The role of the Hypertext Protocol Secure is very important actually. Is used to transmitting website and adds a layer of encryption using the SLL and TLSL, where it has secure socket layer or transport layer security, which ensures that all communication between the client and the server is encrypted and secure. Of course, there are the encryption process where they ensures that all data sent between the user browser and the web server is encrypted using the secure socket layer or transport layer security. This encryption protects sensitive data such as login information or credit card numbers information or personal information from being intercepted by the hackers or malicious actors. The data integrity within the hypertext transfer protocol secure also ensures that the data sent between the user and the server remains intact and untethered during transmission. If the data is altered, the communication will fail or will drop or will stop, and the browser will alert the user. The third role here, the authentication, where the hypertext protocol secure uses digital certificates to authenticate the identity of the website. When users visit the secured website, they can be confident that they are communicating with the legitimate server and not on the imposter. These are the types of the digital certificate. Of course, there are server certificate, there are organizer certificate, person certificate, and there is the developer certificate. Everyone has their own identity and function. For example, the first one, the server certificate, is a type used to verify the identity of the server, right? And the organizer validation certificate uses certificate provide a higher level of validation by verifying both domain ownership and the legitimacy of the organization. The certificate authority checks the organization details before issuing the certificate. Then the last one, the extended validation certificate. This is the most trusted type of certificates, which require the certificate authority (CA) to perform a thorough investigation of the organization. Websites with AV certificate display the organization name, also the browser address bar, and giving user information confidence. These are some examples of the these certificates in action, like e-commerce certificate website, banking website, government website. Everyone, they have their own. Like for example, in the e-commerce certificate website, like Amazon here and eBay, where they have the secured website with valid digital certificate to ensure secure transaction. This allows users to safely enter their details or payment details, and they knowing that the information is encrypted and protected. Same for banking website also, and the government website also supposed to have the same. Of course, the very important, the digital certificate, for many reasons. First one, security and trust, and also SEGO benefits also, where Google and other search engines give preference to use this kind of thing, and the compliance with the regulations and the data protection rules and regulations. We come to the conclusion here. Digital certificates and the HTTPS are fundamental components of online security. By encrypting communications and authenticating websites, they ensure that sensitive information is protected from malicious actors or cyber attacks. Websites and business also that using the prioritizing secured website or TTPS and valid digital certificates, not only to enhance security but also gain users trust and confidence also, and feel safe and more reliable online environment. That's it for this series. Thank you very much.